Good morning, guys. Good afternoon, good evening from wherever you're watching this video from. Kindly tune in to my channel Emarolex Safaris hosted by Queen Farmer. Today we are going to remove the groundnuts from the shamba. As you can see, we already headed there. The shamba is not really doing well. It is very hot, it is very dry. So we are hoping for the best this season, and hoping there will be enough rain. So we had to just remove the groundnuts from the shamba even without the slight rains, because the ground is just too tough. It is very hot, very hot. And as you can see, our groundnuts didn't really do very well, but at least we got something. The reason being, since it's our time to keep learning all the time. We'd planted the groundnuts under a shade, and I'm made to understand groundnuts can never do well under shade. It also needs some sun, though it was a small shade but not very big shade. So we realized that the parts that were on the sun side did well, but the ones that were under the mangoes did not really do well. You can see they're still very also green. And this is what we are now removing from the shamba. I have a few people helping me here and there. And it's really not easy. It is very, 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 very hot. But we have to remove all of them today to create space, and also remove them from the leaves. So we have to remove the groundnuts. You can see, well, they did well, but not very well. We'll be able to get some good amounts, as you can see. And guys, you see, this is a learning process, and we'll keep learning every day. We'll see our mistakes as a learning process. And you see, already learned that you cannot grow groundnuts in a shady area, not shady, but under a shade. It needs sunshine, and in this case, that's why we did not do very well. So you can see we are removing them. We are putting them together so that we separate them from the leaves, from the I would call them stems or something. So we are removing them from the root. You can see. And it's not a tough task. It's just something that you do either seated or standing, either way. And it takes a short time. So today, this is what we are doing. We are seated here with my friend here. This is my sister, who was helping me. She's called Nyayala, who was helping me to remove them from the shamba. You can see I'm already seated on my garden stool. It's some good looking stool, like the old ones for the olden days. So it makes things easy. You see, just removing them from the roots. Just removing from the roots does not take time. It's something that's quite easy. Workable. It's workable. We're already done. You can see we're already collecting them from where we dropped them. And it's quite some amount. It's not very little as such. Because when I was planting this, I planted half a kg of groundnuts. So I think I'll be able to get maybe 2 or 3 kgs or 4. Either way, but we are done. And you see, all the groundnuts were under a shade. You see, it was under mango plantation. And oh, we are almost done. I think we've picked almost everything. It didn't take a long time, so that I'm quite happy. You can see the outcome. It's quite some amount, and yeah, this is good. I now know and know how to do the harvest, to do good groundnuts. So I'm happy. This really makes me happy, and we are done. You can see me with my special wooden stool for the garden. You know, at times you cannot stand for so long, but this one will keep you busy in the shamba. You can at least relax a bit. Yeah, I'm on my way home, but I'm just realizing there's an animal that is really spoiling some of my purpose. It's breaking the pop. It's a big animal. I don't know. It's a lizard. Those big ones, the big lizards. I don't know how they're called, but spoiling some of the things in the garden. But that's nature, so there's nothing we can do. Now here we are. The place is so hilly. I just have to relax a bit on my wooden stool, you guys, and really relax. It wasn't easy. It's quite taxing, and we are done. I'm relaxing a bit, and I go home. Yeah, here we are. The groundnuts are being dried, so we are choosing some that will be able to use to boil. We are going to boil some and eat. The rest we'll keep and we'll use it to prepare githeri. We'll do very nice githeri with the groundnuts. So we are drying them so that they are kept well. So we've already picked. You see the sizes, they're not very tiny.